Video, I just want to give you a quick little rundown. This might be a review of how to choose a Logic instrument. Logic comes with a bunch of instruments that are in the computer, so that you don't necessarily have to record sounds from outside the computer into the computer. You can just use what's already available. So I've opened a new project, and to access the software instruments, I'm going to go to Software Instrument on the splash page. Default patch is fine, but if you want to choose from a lot of the libraries, there's a bunch of them. So there's drum kits. Alchemy is kind of a more modern, kind of EDM-y synth thing. We have horns. We have some vintage synths. Um, I encourage you to play around with these. We have an electric piano, a mellotron, and they're pretty good. The synths that Logic comes with are kind of awesome. A default patch usually, however, is a pretty good place to start, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to select default patch, which is usually, well, the default, and I'm going to select create, and we have a keyboard on the screen. This on-screen keyboard is really useful for the times when you don't have a USB keyboard controller. This might actually be very useful for when you're doing your homework as well. You can remove this from the screen by pressing Command K, and you can bring it back to the screen by pressing Command K again. When the keyboard is up, the notes of the piano are mapped to keys on the keyboard. So the A on your computer keyboard is going to be C. The W is going to be C sharp. The S is going to be D. So basically a C major scale would be A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K. I encourage you to play with that. I actually use this quite a bit when I'm on the run. So when the piano keyboard is up, you can't really switch between the different windows and menus in Logic, so you'll want to close this quite often. So I'm going to close it right now. So Command K again gets rid of the keyboard, show keyboard. To the left of the inspector, you'll notice that there's a big list of sounds. This list of sounds is taking up a lot of screen space. So if you've decided what sound you want already, you can press Y, and it'll get rid of it. I'll press Y again, and it will appear. And from here, I can really kind of select a sound, right? So how about an orchestral sound? How about some strings? Well, okay, woodwinds, sure. And how about some clarinets? And there are my clarinets. And once I've chosen a sound, I will press Command K again. And now I can play the clarinet. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but that's the idea. If I want to make more instruments, obviously I will press the plus sign, and it will ask me if I want to make a new track. I'll make another software instrument. I will select what instrument from this pull-down menu. I will create it, and then it will give me the same sort of menu that I can remove or add back again with the Y key. All right, have fun.